I spent 3 days exploring Lake Oesa in Yoho National Park, which is one of the most sought-after destinations in the Canadian Rockies. Summited insane peaks and saw beautiful views. Let's go. I've just made it to the Lake Oesa parking lot. It's gonna be awesome, but since I just got here, I have to pack and make some dinner for today. Chili today for dinner. What? Okay, waiting for the bus now. Bus to Lake Oesa was nothing special. It took about 30 minutes and then we made it to the campground. The facilities look absolutely amazing and very helpful for what we were doing. Jeez, these tents are like... All this stuff, very nice campground. We're just gonna set up the tent quickly.
Okay though? It's better to close it.
We're gonna walk to O'Hara and then go up to Wiwaxy Gap, potentially the peak, because it looks pretty dry right now and the weather's looking okay for us right now, so we'll see. Although the campground is absolutely beautiful. This is Lake Oesa. See the cabins there. Trail follows the lakeside. That's Yukness and that's Schaffer over there. To get to Wiwaxy, we go this way through the forest. It's been actually not so steep so far. It is a grind though. The views are already looking pretty good. You can see the huts that are right on the waterfront, but we are heading up there right now. This is to go up to the Wiwaxy peaks. We'll keep following this for about 300 gain. Looks like the trail just goes straight up this way. You can see a few other blue lakes over there. The trail became pretty steep and then became a little bit scrambly. There was not really any moment where it was very exposed, but going up the ridge did look gnarly and it was pretty cool though. Everything was dry until we got up to the rocks where we hit a little crux because there was an overhang and the rock was wet. At the coal-ish, and these peaks look pretty cool. Very scrambly, very cool view though. Sun is coming out. There is a scree gully to run down, which looks sweet. These views though are pretty crazy. We basically just have to go up that. Doesn't look too bad. We made it to the real coal and you can see where we came from over there, which looks a lot different from here. First we're gonna go up to this peak and then we'll traverse the bigger one. We can connect back to the Alpine loop from there. Trying to find a road up here, although it is pretty wet and steep. Don't find a road up there. It looked a little wet and difficult, so now going up the big one, attempting to find a route. It's become a little bit miserable. It's raining. Arc'teryx jacket is on. They're going to find a road up there. I'm just waiting down here, just in case. Everything is a little bit wet now. You can see the rocks. And I'm trying to see if it's better to go left or right up there. Came around. That's shoulder. And then trying to see if it's possible to go through that way. I think that's the route, but seems a little annoying. We are turning around just because we think there's better things to do at the time that we have here. So we're gonna loop back onto the Alpine loop. Then we're gonna go to the famous viewpoint and potentially check out Yukness, depending on how it looks. Basically just following this gully down, which will connect us to the main trail again. We are pretty close now though. We made it back onto the main trail. And finally, time for some lunch. We're about 50 meters gain from the Wiwaxy Gap. From there should be pretty much downhill, thankfully. The weather's opened up and it's pretty beautiful now. And we made it to Wiwaxy Gap. Now we're gonna head to Lake Oesa through the ledges. There is where we were. Oh yeah, it's beautiful. Following the cliffs down now. Nice and gradual down, it's very beautiful. There is some waterfalls here that follow the trail as well. We're on the last part of the ledges going towards Lake Oesa there. So I'm thinking tomorrow to go up to Grandview over there from the campground, then traverse over to Lake McArthur, climb up Schaffer, go around the cliffs, go to those lakes, and then do the Poets Viewpoint and then the cliffs here as well. I was thinking is the best way to see as much as we can in the time we have here, especially since tomorrow's going to be the best weather. We've started getting close to Lake Oesa and it started raining, so we've geared up, but the trail is very nice still to get down to the lake. We are here at Lake Oesa. The lake is incredibly blue and it is beautiful. Pouring pretty bad, but oh well, we're enjoying it as much as we can because you're only in Lake O'Hara right now. I was kind of bummed out that we spent so much time trying to climb those two peaks and didn't work out, and that we could have instead done Yukness. But I realized that it probably ended up happening for a reason, even if that's not quite clear yet. By the time we would have reached the summit, it would have been completely rained over like right now, which would have been about the time that we would have gotten there. But nonetheless, today was still absolutely beautiful. I'm so happy with the weather we got. It's honestly been really good. And we got the perfect weather windows exactly when we needed them. Getting back down to Lake O'Hara now. Gonna go around on this side so we can see some waterfalls there. Then we can go down that way to connect back to the lake. We're at the Seven Vales Fall Viewpoint. We have to walk about 250 meters to get up there. Justy's trying to traverse over there to get a better view of the falls. You can see those falls that we were at from here. We made it back to camp and it is pouring, so we're trying to get everything a little bit organized now before going to the shelter to make some dinner. Basically just ate ramen for dinner. It's cleared up a bit, so it's okay now. A little bit chilly. We talked to some people in the cabin who gave us some food. Really nice people that are come here pretty often, but we're talking about New Zealand and the area around here, which is very nice. Can't wait for that trip. Now it is about 11. We are gonna head to sleep before a nice hiking day tomorrow. Should be nice, the weather's cleared up. So we'll enjoy the campsite tonight and I'll see you in the morning. We just woke up, it's about 6 a.m. It's not so chilly outside, but it's a little cold. Over here's the Elizabeth Parker Hut, Alpine Club of Canada. We are heading up to that little point right there today.
What, 150?
We're going past Schaffer Lake towards the Grandview Trail, which is that way. Trail like counters in Banff, I noticed. Here you have to register because only 4 groups a day are allowed. Starting to get out into the Alpine here and the views are absolutely beautiful. Meters from the ledge, just have to go right up there. Trail's well defined. It's been a nice road so far though. The summit view, and you could see Big Otter as well as the glacier on it. You could see some peaks over there. I'm not sure the names exactly, but this view is just amazing. You could see Lake O'Hara over there. You can see Victoria up there. There's Lake McArthur, and it is absolutely beautiful today. Amazing weather and amazing views. These lakes and an amazing view here. Yes. Heading back down now, going towards Lake McArthur now. Continuing up to Lake McArthur now. 1 kilometer each way and 40 meters a gain, so shouldn't be too bad. Looks like the trail just goes right through the rocks. It's really cool actually. That up there is Schaffer, and we can go up basically right up the ridge. So we're thinking we're just gonna come over and do Schaffer now, just because that should have the best, you know, bang for your buck in terms of mountains here. Compared to Yukness, it's a lot less gain, less technical, it'll take less time. Plus you get an amazing view of this lake, plus the Opabin Valley, as well as Lake O'Hara, so should be a pretty epic view for only 350 gain. This way we can go and explore the Opabin Valley, the iconic viewpoint, and then the Yukness Ledges. And then I'll have basically seen everything that I wanted to see here. Yeah, let's go do it. Goes right up the grass, up onto that nub, and then just straight up there. Saw a pack of goats over there. That is so cool. Better view of them right up here where there's no trees. But it looks like they're running away too fast. These are a different kind of goat. These are like actual mountain goats, which is kind of cool. We're making decent progress up this hill. Nice thing is it does not take so much effort to get up to the summit, which is nice after a long day like today. Looks pretty straightforward from this hill. Just get up there and then go up the col. Seems to be a pretty easy route up. Just helmets on. We're pretty close now. The views are just unreal. Trail is still looking very well defined over there. Terrain's pretty loose, but no exposure. Looks really cool with those rocks. Look at this view. That is absolutely insane. This is awesome.
It's a bit of like orange because I put.
Yes, summit too, but I think it's more of the official summit. It should have a better view, so. You can see basically all of Lake O'Hara from here. That over there's the lake. You can see all the routes that we took yesterday. And I go around there, explore the iconic viewpoint, and then take the Yukness cliffs around there. Eating some lunch. Looks like it might be some rain coming. Relatively quickly after eating. Been downpouring for about 30 minutes. On and off rain though, but we're gonna take the lower route to get up to Opabin Plateau.
Lake O'Hara.
So we're gonna head over there. It's cleared up a little back in the distance. Sunny outside now and the rain stopped, so that's helpful. Still a little soaked, but we can always dry up. You would never even know it was raining. Making decent progress. We just have to get up to that cliff. Made it up onto the cliff. Just trying to race the clouds here because it looks like another little cloudy part's coming through. We're slightly running, just speed walking. We should be there pretty quickly though. And we made it to the famous viewpoint. These are the Cascade Ponds, which are looking beautiful in the sun. We're gonna go over to the end of the valley. There's 3 more major lakes that we're gonna see before going onto the Yukness Ledges, which should be really nice. Weather looks really nice right now. Pretty nice temperature. Nice hoodie weather. We made it up to the last lake, Opabin Lake, and that over there is Opabin Pass with a glacier on it. Okay, on and off weather. We're getting close to the end of the Alpine Circuit and we'll be able to connect onto the Lake O'Hara Trail. But it will be nice to warm up in camp and eat a nice warm meal after a day in the rain and mixed sunshine. Waiting here a little bit for the weather to clear up to get a good view over this vantage point, which looks really cool.
I mean, you can see everything now. So.
The views have opened up, but it's still raining. And we continue. Instead of shortcutting it, we decided to come over to Lake Oesa just because we didn't do this part of the trail before.
Yeah, he was posing there.
The lakes are incredibly blue. Anyhow, now we're getting over to the other side over there. Lake Oesa, back through the same way that we took yesterday to Lake O'Hara, except we're not going to go all the way around the lake today. It's going to be the same road as yesterday, so I'm not going to record much until we get back to camp. But yeah, I'll see you there. trying to soothe the feet after 30 kilometers of hiking. Boy, it was definitely worth it to put my feet in the water. It woke me up a little bit because I was really tired. It's been quite a bit of time since I clocked a 30-kilometer day, and it was quite a bit of gain as well. Basically back at the campground now, I cannot wait to eat some dinner and just enjoy the campsite for the night, and then we'll see how tomorrow goes. Just take it day by day and enjoy today, and then we'll see what tomorrow has in store for us. And we're back. We're using this cup, but I just put in boiling water and left it for 20 minutes and it fully cooked. It's been absolutely pouring all night. Just chilling out in this shelter and then, yeah, seeing if it'll go away or if it'll stay raining all day. We are going to Linda Lake to do the loop. Planning on hiking today, but the weather is starting to slowly get better, and I figure I might as well do it if I'm here. Get all of the hikes checked off my list. It's pretty up and down, so it should be a nice hike. Making good progress on the lake right now. We're getting pretty close to Linda Lake, actually. Viewpoint from Linda Lake. It is pretty big, actually. Bryson, how are you feeling?
Wet.
Oh, okay. Really beautiful trail all along. Very well defined. Very pleasant to walk on. The colors of the lake and the flowers make this look absolutely incredible. I'm just going to quickly get up to these rocks to kind of see this view. There, over there is the Cathedral Mountains, the lake here, and then up there you have a beautiful mountain, which is Otteray. This is probably one of the nicer viewpoints on the whole thing. It did stop-ish raining, so I just got some pepperoni sticks and a Nature Valley bar just as my lunch breakfast, because it did stop drizzling. Now it's just like barely raining, so it's just really nice now. This is the Morning Glory Valley. It is not the morning, and it is not very glorious, but it is still beautiful. You can see the falls and the glacier as well as where we were yesterday, which is really cool. Those are the falls, the glacier, and that is where we were yesterday. Those are the Morning Glory Lakes. The trail's still looking pretty good. Gonna loop it back through the Elizabeth Parker hut, back to the Lake O'Hara campground. That over there is the Elizabeth Parker hut. Bring it back to Lake O'Hara now. It is looking misty. Watching this video, I am now headed off to Whistler. If you want to keep on seeing my weekly backpacking trips and hikes, you can watch those, and subscribe if you would like to see more content like this every week.